Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to AZ Plays DW20. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing better than me. I am supremely annoyed right now. So, as you guys know, in the last episode, I had upgraded the pack to 1.6, and we lost all of our PAM stuff. I have some good news about that. Thanks to some awesome people in the comments to let me know that it was actually just a problem with PAMs, and I upgraded it separately. And if we take a look at what we got going on with that PAM, guess what? Our stuff is back, and I have actually been flying around a little bit and found some stuff. The problem that I'm running into is, for one, I spent hours. I spent many hours flying around this Lost Cities. I mean, I can't zoom out anymore, but like hours and hours flying around looking for trees, and then I would find one, but because it was a freshly generated, terrain or whatever, I would have to sit there and wait for, sometimes 30 minutes for that tree to be ripe enough so I could harvest the fruit and make another sapling. I spent a long time getting those trees together. And also just flying around exploring the area. So all of this area that's already been explored and generated, the PAM stuff is going to be gone. There's not going to be anything. So I'm going to have to do that all over again, which isn't super exciting. I suppose I could just go in creative mode and get my stuff back. But honestly, I don't remember which trees I had and which trees I didn't. So I don't really want to do that. I did find it's easy enough to just go into the mining dimension. That's where I actually found all this stuff, because luckily in the last episode, since I had updated, I had not actually loaded those chunks. So when I went there, there was still like, the shady gardens and stuff were all over the place. So that might be a good place, at least for these plants. The trees is going to be another story. But that's not why I'm super annoyed. I mean, that's bad enough. But what is really annoying to me is this Ender Lily situation. So I went and did some research. I sat here and watched it for a while, and I saw them breaking my ender pearls, right? Like when they're full grown, they would break it. The farmer that I had, this guy, the Actual Editions farmer, he would actually break them, but I was not getting any ender pearls anywhere. I wasn't getting any more ender lilies, none of that stuff. So I took to the internet once again and found a forum thread from the FTB forums talking about this exact problem, and somebody from FTB, and this post was made back when the pack was on version 1.3, and then somebody of course later on came back and said, hey, this is addressed in 1.4, this just doesn't work anymore, it's been blacklisted. I'm like, what? Okay, I don't understand that at all, because if it had truly been blacklisted, the farmer block should not work on it at all, right? It just should not work. Also, the Actual Editions manual still clearly states that this works on ender lilies, and as far as I know, this works in FTB Revelations, so it's something specific with this pack, I guess, that they've blacklisted it in secret, and I can't find it. I went and looked through the Actual Editions config, I went and looked through the Extra Utilities 2 config, it's not there. So I'm getting a little annoyed with this pack, with all the arbitrary let's make it harder stuff, just because, I mean I know that that's the kind of way that Direwolf likes to play. He likes it to be balanced and stuff, but I don't. I like things to work the way they're intended to work. I like being a little overpowered. That's kind of the reason I play modded. If I didn't like being overpowered, I could just go play vanilla, right? Like that's what that's all about. So I'm a little annoyed, and honestly wondering how much I even want to keep playing this pack. But I will just put that out there and see how many comments I get about that. I know there's a few people. This does seem to be the most popular series on the channel. I actually do get comments and stuff on this series, which is nice, but man, it is so frustrating at times to get through this stuff. I would really like to automate my Enderium, which is I think what I talked about, or I might have been on a stream from the Craftonomical FTB Revelations server, but I would really like to is that not even, oh, at Ender, that's not what I want. I want this. I really want to automate this stuff so that I can make super upgrades and stuff like that, but it's it's turning out to be a problem. I guess I'm not going to be able to do it with ender lilies. I'm going to have to make a stupid enderman farm, which is not something I'm super excited about. Is this a mob crusher? I don't even need those fans. That's a mob crusher. I don't need these fans at all. I could probably take them out. What's my working area? Working area is a little bit smaller, so the fans... Alright, whatever. I could just put enderman in here, and that would be fine. I'd probably actually want to make that smaller, and then we could start getting ender pearls that way. But yeah, that's super annoying. I don't really know what else to do about that. So, anyways, that's a quick little update there. I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of time roaming around and seeing if I can find some more Pam stuff. We can maybe get our garden going again. Although I had planned on building a bit more of an actual garden that wasn't so crazy and random. I also need to start thinking about better power, because you know, running that void ore miner does drain me of all my power. So we're gonna need a better power source than just this, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that yet. So I'll think about that while I'm flying around looking for Pam stuff after I sleep, of course. Alright guys, I'm back, and I have some good news and I have some bad news. So first, the good news, I did manage to actually find quite a few Pam's trees. You know, as you can see there, plum, pear, papaya. I just showed you all of them. I don't need to read them. But I also found this weird spiderweb tree, and I harvested the webs off of the tree, but I can't apparently make a sapling out of that. Even though, you know, these spider webs, they worked with bone meal, so it was very strange. I'm not really sure what I need these for, and apparently I don't really need them for anything. So yeah, I guess that's the thing. But I do have a bunch of trees now, and in addition to that, I've got a ton of Pam's stuff that I can go and plant, and I was getting all set up to do that when I realized, and I don't think it came through earlier in the episode, that all of my cows were gone. Now these cows that you see here were me messing around. I opened the world to land because I was so frustrated, you guys. I was so angry that I had like 20 plus cows in here. I think I had 20 cows in here because I think that's how many this thing can feed. I think that's basically how much this system can support. They were all gone, so I started throwing cows in here, and then I noticed that they started getting sucked all the way through. The adult cows were getting sucked all the way through, and that's because at some point they changed the working area on this thing to be one bigger than it used to be. This used to be a 5x5. It apparently is now a 7x7, and that broke my whole contraption. And I kind of give up, you guys. I kind of give up. I'm tired of spending my time fixing stuff only to have it break again because somebody changed something and didn't mention anything about it in any change logs or anything like that. I don't understand how in the world this Pam's Harvestcraft error happened. I mean, this is an official FTB pack. You would think I know that they do it for free. I am talking crap about it. I know that they do it for free, but I also know that it's a major thing, and they probably should not release such a major bug like that. This is I'm really mad about this. I'm really mad. I'm like irrationally angry about this. So I think I am just gonna rage quit. I'm rage quitting, you guys. I'm done. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to this series or not. But for right now, I am totally done with this pack. I am done trying to make stuff work that doesn't work. And yeah, it's ridiculous. So you guys probably didn't like this video, but on the off chance that you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out my other links, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.